All right, guys, so today I got something very special for you. But first and foremost, I want to introduce you to Alberto. Alberto just joined the team, so I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
So Alberto got a brand new listing here in Spanish Trails. We're about 6 miles away from the strip, right off of Tropicana. This guard-gated community was established around 1990. It has roughly about 640 acres. And we have a total roughly about 1,300 homes. Now, what's really great about this community, there's actually 3 access points, right? We have 2 on the Tropicana side. We have the east gate, the west gate, then we have 1 in the back of Hacienda, and that's for all the vendors. So this community is fully secured. In addition to that, when you're playing golf and you're driving around the neighborhood, the mountain views of the west side is completely gorgeous. It has lakes as well. And this is one of the most desirable neighborhoods. What I've also noticed is that a lot of investors are coming into this neighborhood and renovating these multi-million-dollar homes. So today, Alberto's gonna show us one of his brand new listings. But before we get started, let's talk about the square footage of this home and the year and all that good stuff.
Yes, so for this one, it's going to be built in 1987. Square feet's about 5,011 square feet. The lot is size, I want to say it was 17,000 on there for the lot. They end up redoing a lot on the exterior, painting, interior, changing out the whole pretty much front. Before it used to end up being just the real grass, but now it's going to end up being the Kentucky blue turf. So it gives it the aesthetic nice look to it. What else can I say until we end up going inside? But being over here on Princeville, which is going to be the estates, it's going to be one of like those prestigious neighborhood in the communities of Spanish Trail. So as Chakits was talking about the hacienda for the vendors, but also that would be where it would be for the estates. So those are going to be people like the homeowners being able just to access from there instead of the west and the east.
Now, also one thing I do want to point out is that once you come through the guard gate, Princeville is one of the most expensive streets in this neighborhood. So once you come into the street, you're also going to have another gated community that you're going to have to come into as well just to get to this property. So let's get started with this tour. So the first thing I've noticed here is they did the outside completely as far as synthetic grass. They repainted everything. If you take a look at the trees here, all this was all installed, as you can see, fully matured with the LED lights. So at nighttime, this thing is gorgeous, beautiful waterfall. But let's go inside so that way you can show us around.
You end up having your pretty much 9-foot French door, so you could end up expanding that when you end up having like a party entertainment. Above, we have pretty much almost 12-foot ceilings right here. And then coming straight to the middle, we end up having it about 20 feet ceiling. So you get a nice grand and then this nice pretty much fixture. So I do like that light fixture coming down. We have the travertine floorings. That's going to be original. Now the owners wanted to keep it this way because they wanted to keep it that old feel still with this type of community because it's old school money over here, right?
So some of the stuff has been completely refurbished. It just depends on certain items, but just to kind of get the lay of the land here, this is a 2-story home. We have the primary here. We have another suite up here. We have 2 bedrooms and with a suite on this side, guest bathroom. We have the formal dining on this side, and then we have the living room, and we have the family room in the back with the kitchen. But let's start off on this side right here. This one has a fireplace, it's gas, fully cladded, okay? Ceilings are very tall. I don't even know how tall these are. They're probably what, 15 feet or something?
15 feet, yep.
And as you can see, you have the tray ceiling. This is actually the double tray ceiling with a bunch of can lighting. Also, one thing I do want to point out too is that we do have orange peel texture and with the bull nose as well, okay? But I mean, just think about this. This is kind of like when you have a guest that comes, you kind of park them here until you walk down the stairs.
Yeah, it's nice too, is that I've seen it where they do the holidays and have the Christmas tree over here.
Okay.
You know, rearrange real quick, and then that's when they end up having the kids, the family, the gathering, opening up presents. So definitely a lot of space inside this section.
Now there are some different levels here. So we did think about 6 inches, but then we also have the formal dining. Let's go take a look at the formal dining.
So formal dining is pretty much mirrored just like this one of the formal living room. 15-foot ceiling as well, just minus the fireplace. This one right here is when you pretty much break bread, or especially when you end up having a nice holiday, Thanksgiving, Christmas dinner and all that, where you could just hang out, or if you want to have a serious conversation.
Now I've noticed that we have some arches here, and I think this is pretty cool with the style of the home.
Yeah.
So you do have some modern finishings, but we're gonna get into that in just a second. Let's head down this way here.
Let's make our way towards the bedrooms downstairs. So each of these rooms are actually going to end up being en suites. You do have your walk-in closet, so you are able to do full customization in that one later. Do like this bathroom. You got some nice stone in here, and then along with it, kind of like that sink bowl. Goes good with that faucet as well.
This ain't my style, but this is what I can tell you. This is a piece of art, and I think it's kind of cool.
It matches, you know, for Spanish trail.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
I mean?
It's just a cool vessel sink. Yeah. Now the cabinets are all original throughout, but they did resurface the cabinets. Now, typically when you resurface the cabinets, a lot of times people use the paintbrush on here. You can tell they actually sanded it and actually sprayed it on. That's the reason why the quality looks really good here. The countertops have also been replaced too as well. The tub shower combo, this is not original. This is all brand new cladding with some nice gold fixtures. I think this is really cool. Then we also have the water closet here on this side. But let's head back over here. Let's go take a look at the other bedroom.
And also for the rooms, there are going to be 9-foot ceilings as well. This would be your secondary guest room ensuite, which is nice about this one is that when you do have guests, you have the access also straight to the pool. That's one of the best features about the room down here. Throughout the house, you'll end up seeing plantation shutters as well. So that's what's nice about this home. And then they did remodel the bathroom as well. Vessel sink on this one. And then along with the countertops, you do have that crema fill countertop, which is going to be pretty much like a man-made of porcelain quartz, I want to say.
John, get up in on this real quick. Look at this vessel sink, dude. Like I said, this is not my style, but look, this is a piece of art. This is something that you can actually appreciate. 3/4 shower, completely renovated here. Let's take a look. Oops, wrong side.
No, not that side, and then just pull it. Yeah.
I'm a little weak today, guys. So as you can see, we got a couple soap boxes here. They did the pan on the floor here as well. Cladded all the way up to the top. Beautiful crown. All right, let's make our way to the kitchen.
Oh wait, before we get to the kitchen, we do have our half bath, which is going to be the floating vanity with marble, and then that sink. Check that one out. All right, so for the kitchen, original countertops, cabinets. Countertops are going to end up being quartz with the gold veins on there as well. I do like that they have the waterfall and then it matches with the veins, which is very important, especially with homes like this, right? So it's that attention to detail. They do have the underlit in the cabinets. La Bear appliances. You have KitchenAid as well for the dual ovens, dishwasher, and then for the pretty much.
So
wine.
the double stack ovens here, are those electric or gas?
Those are going to be electric.
All electric. So it's
All
probably a convection as well. So that's great. Then obviously you got that little wine chiller. So it looks like all brand new appliances, brand new sink as well. Very deep, nice gooseneck. Love the color though. I mean, I'm a gold kind of guy. I don't really rock silver, but unfortunately today I did rock silver. Let's talk about the cook countertops here. Is this a induction?
You know what? No, it's not. It's going to end up being electric on here. Gas as well for the grill part. This is going to be one of the originals. So it's a Gen Air, but it still works phenomenal.
Okay.
So this one right here would end up being just pretty much your little dining area if you just don't want to go to the formal. And then you do have your wet bar as well.
Now, was this actually the original for the wet bar? I'm not talking about the materials, but I'm talking about the built out here.
Yeah, the layout was actually the original layout right here.
Now, one thing that I think that's really cool about this is that this corner glass right here.
Yes.
Because you can literally see outside and it brings in definitely a lot of light.
Yep.
So it looks like, again, original cabinet, original refrigerator. Now coming into like the family room, so I take it this is where you're going to spend most of your time.
Right. And then you'll end up having your access doors to the backyard from this side, Just right over here on the corner is going to end up being a 3/4 bathroom also. So when
Okay.
you end up having a party or something and people are swimming, you don't want them to go ahead and trail the water all over the house. Just go around. There's an access door also that'll be able to go straight to the restroom.
Oh,
and
nice.
then with the shower as well.
Also, a couple things I do want to point out: the full built out, the gas, and all the cladding too as well, right next to the or above the fireplace. I think this is really nice.
Yeah.
Also, I definitely like this TV. So if I buy this home, I gotta include the TV for some reason. I don't know what it is.
It fits right in, man.
We know we have an extra pantry here, a coat closet, but this can also be a pantry too as well, because I think this kind of goes underneath the staircase.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, so just pretty much just
Yeah.
right here on this wall. This
Okay.
is the size where you're gonna have your coat closet. And then you'll end up having your washer dryer room, your laundry room with a sink as well, which is actually pretty cool to show like how old this house is. Do you remember having these ironing boards that are
Oh
built
man,
in?
they still have this?
They still have this.
Let's see how this works. So looks like you pull this up. This comes down.
Yep.
Then you just iron.
Original fabric right here, 1987. You can see they're ironing a lot.
So look, if you guys buy this house, you get this. This is actually an antique. This is probably worth more than the house. See, look, you buy this, you sell it, boom, you're done.
Right.
Good to go. That's pretty interesting. Okay, cool.
Cool.
So all appliances are included in the sale of the transaction, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Then here, what do we have? The two-car garage?
Two-car garage.
Two-car garage?
Yes, sir.
Okay. As far as inside the garage, are we doing tankless hot water heater?
No, that one's gonna end up having a 75-gallon water heater.
Okay.
You do also have the Tesla EV charge port, water softener as well, and then just right behind is gonna end up being the furnace.
Okay. Can we make our way upstairs? Let's
sir.
go take a look at some of the other bedrooms upstairs. I definitely do like the chandelier right here as you enter. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it gives it a nice aesthetic look to it. The railings is gonna be the original railings that end up coming when the seller bought the home. They end up painting that one to have that more modern feel with the black. I like how it's just actually opened up instead of it just being, you know, what is it? Just a pony wall, excuse me, right? So coming down this hallway, this one could be used in multiple ways. One, either an office, if you're gonna end up being a new family, having a baby, it could be a nursery room. This one, as you see, is gonna be the office space. You're able to have access to the backyard to oversee the pool also, and then just pretty much enjoy like today.
So this has a balcony, but then the primary also has a balcony. Do the two balconies connect?
They do.
Okay.
They do.
Then it looks like obviously this is going to be an ensuite too as well with a full tub shower combo, right, on this one?
Yep. So you have the 4 bedrooms, pretty much 5.5 bath. The half bath was the downstairs one.
So again, all this has been renovated from the countertops to the vessel sink. But most importantly, I want to show you guys the primary because the primary is a pretty large primary. It's pretty amazing. So
Yeah, so this is the part where they always say the magic happens here. Now, I do like how there's so much natural lighting that always comes in, especially at this time of day. You have so much space here. It's like a 20 by 22 on the room size itself, which is going to be one of the highlights in this is what the seller ended up doing is actually making this closet and extending it out because there's so much flex space over here, which was kind of unnecessary. So the seller wanted to go in and push this out and open it up a lot much more.
now this closet was really designed for the owner of the property. However, if you want to come in and design it yourself, we can actually get you with a vendor to customize this because this is a very large closet. And I'm talking about there's a lot of space and there's a lot of things that you guys can actually do to this. Now, I want to go back over here and take a look at this balcony really quickly because I thought there was only one that connected to that bedroom. However, there's another wraparound balcony going out this way as well. Right. But also what I see from this balcony is mountain views and also the golf course, which is really nice. But another thing I do want to point out, this is actually the 3rd fireplace throughout the house, correct? So we only have a total of 3?
Yeah, formal, then the living room, and then here.
Then let's take a look at the primary bathroom because as we go into the primary bathroom, one thing I've noticed is this is kind of more like that luxury, vintage, like old school money spa. I mean, this is like This is pretty dope, actually.
Yeah, pretty big and spacious. So it's kind of grand, you know, especially
Yeah.
you still have a high ceiling as well. You have your steam shower also, jetted tubs inside here, and then you got your king's throne right there. But you also have just another closet also inside here.
So this primary area actually has 2 closets, and there's a lot of counter space. So we have his and hers, I take it?
I would say because like look at the space.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I want to go downstairs. I want to take a look at the backyard and see what's going on back there.
In Vegas, this is what you need. It's gonna end up being your pool, especially on the hot summer days. Pebble Tech redid the tiles around for here, and then along with the spa, still the original, and your wet area for the tiles.
Are the dolphins the original?
The original, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
and the starfishes?
Yep, all actually original.
Pretty creative.
Yeah.
Now, the backyard is completely done. It's almost like part of the house. You know what I'm saying? The design. So we got a couple areas that we can actually hang out at. So is the pool pump behind that right there?
No.
That wall?
No, actually, just right behind that is going to be a plum tree. Pool pump's going to actually be on the left side over there. So you have actually a lot of space to do whatever you need to hide, you know, like your pool equipment and all that.
So I think the pool pump also has been replaced too, right?
Yeah, so that one ended up getting replaced, and then it'll be on a smart app also to go ahead and activate your waterfall features, your jets, your lights. So that's actually pretty cool to do.
Also, that door right there was a door from that downstairs downstairs bedroom, I'm sorry. But let's head down this way here. We got the jacuzzi here. Here's another spot that we can actually relax. One thing I've noticed about this property, there's a lot of greenery.
Yes.
And you don't get too much of this in Las Vegas, especially with the backyard. But also there's synthetic grass too, so that way you can keep your water bill very low. Another thing I do want to point out is that this home has solar, 100% solar, right?
Correct.
Which is free and clear, so that means if you buy this home, you get free solar panels. So how large is this lot here?
So about 1,700, or 17,000, excuse me, 17,000 on the lot size.
So then again, we have another spot that we can actually hang out. We have the door to the bathroom, correct?
Yeah.
Or the pool bathroom?
You got the pool bathroom door right there, and then also access to the garage. So you don't have to worry about getting dirty, trailing dirt. Go straight over there.
And another thing that I do want to point out, because a lot of times homes that were actually built in this time period, and when investors come in here and they flip these homes, one of the things that they don't replace is the air conditioning unit, which is the R22. So think about this. This home's like 30, 40, 50 years old. That AC unit goes out. When you have about a 6,000 square foot home, your AC, just to replace it, it's gonna cost you about 60, 70,000 depending on the brand. However, this one was completely changed out, correct?
Correct. So it's not going to be like the brand new like now, but I want to say it was like 2016 that it was changed out at that time when we ended up purchasing it. And then for the solar panels, just to give you a heads up.
Wait, you said we. When we purchased, you bought this thing?
No.
Wait, is he the owner?
When I say we, it's because it's a teamwork. When I'm dealing with all my clients, I say we, you know, we. But anyways, the solar panels, you got 45 solar panels on there. Kilowatts is supposed to be about 14,400 on this house. So you get a lot of sun already, as you see.
Okay, so HOAs in this neighborhood?
HOA, it was 236.
Okay.
And then you do have the separate HOA. That one was 67, if I recall.
Okay. Now I want to go back to the golf course, because I like to play golf.
Yep.
And I've never played here.
Yeah.
Is this a private golf course?
Now it is. So it was actually just bought by Dr. Peter Shen in 2022. So now it's private. Before, it was open to the public, but now you end up having to be a resident here. You have to have the initiation fee. I believe it was actually 10,000 now to do the initiation fee, and then you still have to pay your annual dues. So with that, with the 27-hole championship course that was done by Robert Trent Jr.'s, they used to actually have the PGA invitationals over here. So you would end up having about 15 lakes, and I think there was 120 bunkers here. The course, manicured. I played one time, so you have the 9 holes, which is gonna be canyon, lakes, and I always keep forgetting the last one. For For some reason, I want to say Sunrise, but
It is Sunrise.
is it Sunrise?
Yeah, it's Sunrise.
Yeah, so you have those three, and then you could also combine two of those to make it that full 18. So you always have different type of courses to play with, to enjoy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that is pretty much it for this tour. If you guys want more information about this property, I'm gonna have a link in the description below. Also, if you guys haven't had a chance to subscribe to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Now, I want to ask you exactly what you would actually pay for this home. Now, this home is actually priced aggressively, and I can tell you, once we put this property on the market, now I'm saying we.
Because it's teamwork.
Teamwork, right? So this home will sell very quickly. But again, most importantly, I just want to know in the comments, we want to get some feedback about what your thoughts are about this property. Other than that, until next time, we'll see you on the next one. Peace. If you are considering moving to Las Vegas, we have a lot of free products. We have the relocation guide. Now, the relocation guide talks about neighborhoods, surrounding areas, and school zones, hospitals. Now, once you subscribe to this, what's included is the Power Pack. What is the Power Pack? The Power Pack also includes the current housing market for the month. This talks about single-family residents, condos, and townhomes. And also we have the economic study of what's going on within Las Vegas, Henderson, and North Las Vegas. Now, if you're just a first-time home buyer, just don't really understand the process, we have the free buyer's guide. This will literally walk you and prepare you for your first purchase. Now, if you are planning on financing, you got to get the mortgage hacks. The mortgage hacks is inside secrets on how to save thousands of dollars of the life of your loan. This also talks about all the type of loan programs, state programs that are available to you as a buyer. Now, if you're also planning on buying a brand new home, but you're not too sure which builder is a better builder, it really comes down to materials and supplies. So this is a comprehensive book that explains everything. 32 questions that you need to ask the builder before you actually buy a home. In addition to that, we also have an educational video that we explain how to actually buy a home. It's actually called the Masterclass Vote, and it's free. It's only about 30 to 40 minutes long, but it's something that is worth looking into. We also have the mortgage calculator. So if you are getting a loan and you want to know what your payments are, mortgage calculator, it breaks it all down and tells you exactly what your payment's going to be. So again, that is free. In addition to that, if you are considering buying or even selling a home, we are offering you a consultation. So it doesn't matter if you're out of state, because we can do a video chat live. We get to know each other. We explain everything, how it all works to prepare you to buy a home out here in Las Vegas. So just make sure to visit simplyvegashomes.com, or if you want to set up an appointment, give us a call today. Now, if you want to just view more video home tours, just go ahead and click on that link right there. We have over 1,000 video home tours. Other than that, peace.